Welcome back. You are watching the Ideal Space TV show, and this week we are at the iconic Village Market. We've had the chance to explore the past, present, and now the future. And this is the new wing.
That's right. It starts with the first cigar shop in Nairobi, which has just opened. It's the place to buy Cuban cigars. It's the place to buy gifts, all types of wonderful products that they have for those who are cigar smokers.
Quite interesting. Where did you get your materials from?
The materials were purchased locally, but some of them are imported. It's a complete separation from what the village market traditionally looked like. So this is more of a mall of shopping, clothes shopping, whereas the village market in general is open. So now we realize that during the rainy days, people used to go home when it rained. Now they have a place to come while the rain goes over, and they can continue their shopping.
Which is your favorite? Which was your favorite? I see it's divided into two. The new wing. Which is your best corner here?
The corner. Well, this area has worked very well. Our new bookshop, Between the Lines.
Let's check it out.
Actually, if you look, introduction of, for example, of comic books has been something new in this bookshop which we didn't have in Nairobi. And comics and comic strips are quite big around the world, and now this was a good introduction to Nairobi, and from what I understand, there's been a very good response.
I like the way they've designed this. What makes this the ideal space?
This one basically, the walkways are wider, so that we can even have displays in between. We will have islands coming here, selling products, watches and beauty products in the center here. Very nicely designed. We're waiting for them to be delivered. Two of our banks have now opened their new branches. NIC and DTV have beautiful new branches that they have done. I'm very happy with the interiors and the way it works. We've given the space to Nakumat for the second floor of Nakumat. We're just about to get ready to open, and the new products will be offered at this level. And we have some important shop for MAC Cosmetics from US that will open here in October.
MAC Cosmetics?
Yes.
Hold that thought.
Yes.
I'm a little bit pressed. I'd like to use the bathroom.
Sure.
Okay. I'm even confused. Well, I'll be right back. Bathroom break done.
It didn't take you long.
Oh, it was just a short call. Tell me, what kind of stone is this?
Actually, this is a wallpaper.
No!
Yes, this is a three-dimensional wallpaper that gives the effect of stone wall.
That's quite interesting.
And in variety and different types is available in Nairobi, and we thought it would work very well here, and we used it.
It actually encapsulates the whole essence of having a stone wall, and at the same time gives you a visual effect, an optic illusion that it's real stone. Very clever.
So I needed the background for these art signs, basically, to use art to show the direction for the washrooms. So we thought the best thing would be a three-dimensional wall, and ahead of it we put the stickers to show where each bathroom is.
Very, very clever. Very, very clever. I like.
Okay, this is the new Doorman's Cafe that's just recently opened at the Village Market.
They've done a new look to it. They've added new elements to their...
They have. This is the first of the full cafe concept that they're going with, and then now they're renovating the rest of the doormats to the same style. And they have great milkshakes, and they have wonderful pastries and great coffee. So
That's not a wallpaper.
that's not a wallpaper. No, that's actually.
I'll have to touch it. Yeah, it's real.
Yeah,
It's not a
actually
wallpaper.
red bricks and then painted in white, which has a great effect. Very good effect.
Look at the high ceilings.
It's a high ceiling, good space, and and at this side of the village market we didn't have a cafe. Most of the food was in the middle and the other side. So this is a great addition for this side. Those who do come shopping, they want to have quite quick something to eat. This will be the place. Yeah, so.
Interesting. So, in your opinion, what is design? What is art?
To me, is enriching dimension of life. It enriches our life. It adds. For me, it's so exciting to see a beautiful building or to see a piece of art that's well thought of. You know, it just excites you. I think we need that. Or for that matter, a piece of music that you listen to. And so we've thought that would be a good thing to incorporate in the village market. To bring in art, to bring in good design, to bring in concepts that is in harmony with each other. And overall, maybe the individual who's visiting the village market is not aware of it, but the overall effect should be calming, should be enriching.
Right.
So that when you walk away, it's something that you take away with you.
On what area, square area, on what acreage rather, does the entire village market sit on?
At the moment, we are at 12.5 acres. We started with 7.5 acres, but some additional land has been purchased for our new development, and so we are constrained in some ways that we don't have a lot of land to work with, but that has caused us to be more creative and see how we can make use of what we have in the best possible way. So now we're heading towards the original phase of the village market, and the empty frames are basically part of the three-dimensional art that we have created. It's basically indicating a living room, but there are no pictures in there. So yeah, just to play with the frames and create a feeling of something there. Later on, we may start placing pictures in there. We may even include some advertising, or we may even put some of our Christmas promotional pictures and things in there. So it's very, very fluid, it moves.
Very interesting. No pictures. Frameless pictures.
It has to leave something to your imagination. You have to put some of your thought into the art as well.
And this is part of the Alice's Garden.
Alice's Garden, yes. last year we managed to renovate the food court. This was the first food court that was built in a shopping center setting in Nairobi. And last year we felt it was necessary to upgrade. And so the upgrade was part of what we did, make it look more modern. We put the sails on top to protect it, and we brought some other elements into it. Our food court is not really a fast food court, which is normally the concept around the world. We call it a gourmet food court. The reason being that, first of all, each one of these products for different countries are made by chefs of those countries. The Italian food is made by an Italian. The Chinese food is made by the Chinese. And the Indian food is made by an Indian chef. And they all have trained chefs that cook. And when you place the order, the food is actually prepared for you.
Right.
And brought. It's not ready. So it's not really a food court that you can go and quickly. There are items, but for example, here is where you will find pili pili crab served in a shell.
Ooh, pili pili crab.
Yeah, so that's served in a shell, a beautiful tasting dish. You can have sushi here, you can have wonderful steaks here, vegetarian varieties, everything is here. And so we're very proud of our food court, and we feel it's very reasonably priced for what is being offered, and I think the public love it, and we receive a lot of visitors to come and eat.
Let's get into the nitty-gritties design. Without even looking at the furniture, let's start with lighting, for example.
Yes. Well, that's another example of our Say It With Art. The chandelier has been designed by Yuta, who is a local artist. I mean, local. She's been in Kenya for a long time, creating wonderful art and furniture pieces. And she created these lights for us from Coke bottles. So actually the glass is all Coca-Cola. There are 250 Coke bottles under each one of these chandeliers. So we are actually advertising, but then we have found a practical way of using the art.
Say it with art.
Say it with art.
Interesting, right there. The village market has been venue of so many memories. I remember in my yesteryears, I was dumped by one of my girlfriends back in the days right over here. But then again, to encapsulate the memories, well, there have been good ones and bad ones as well. Was that the initial idea? Bringing together people, share these kind of memories?
That is the whole idea. You provide the setting. You know, the important is to provide the setting and then let the scenario play for itself. And there are hundreds of these that happen every day. You know, there are friendships that are made. There are goodbyes that are said here. To friends who are going abroad. There are parties for wedding parties. So you can see all these scenarios playing here on a daily basis. And it's wonderful. It gives us great joy that we have been able to provide the setting for it. Here's another example of Say It With Art. This was a concept we developed, which was to bring the tradition and technology together. And it advertises a laptop computer and also Coca-Cola.
Aha!
So there's a bottle of Coke there, which is, and then a laptop computer that is advertised. So actually, this has been trending on the internet for a while, and people love it. They come and take pictures with it, and so. We have a wonderful artist, Edwin, who helps us. He manufactured this, as well as the lady washing the clothes. He designed that as well.
So, apart from advertising Coca-Cola, who are right over here, any other computer company can come in and
Come and then that will become their product. Yes. And we have hundreds of
Clever.
these concepts that are waiting to be created for different products and manufacturers. And what we say is that the art remains theirs, but will be on display here for about a year or two, and then they can take it to their corporate headquarters.
Thank you. Oh my! This is quite huge.
It is it's 3 acres.
Next week on the program, we carry on with the journey of this iconic space at the village market. Join us then.
So this is parking, and then retail at this side. The hotel will be at the 45-degree angle over there, and beyond it is the department store and the rest of the retail.
And that does it for the show this week. It's been wonderful hanging out at the village market. It's also been a pleasure meeting the man behind this iconic structure, Mr. Hamed Essani. It's been real, very, very. Now, should you have any comments, suggestions and thoughts you'd like to share with us on the program, feel free to drop us a line. The Facebook and Twitter handle are right on your screen. My name is Tim Jiru. The question we like to ask you every single week is, how ideal is your space? Bye for now.